Life can be complicated for positive, but it takes getting out of our own way and out from beneath all the drama we continuously create to stop and have a look at the pure, simple splendor of something. Regardless of how fantastic relocating can be for you and your own family, it could additionally get accompanied by a loss. In the end, you are pronouncing goodbye to the human beings and locations that have been your property. This way can take a splendid toll to your spirit. Transition into your new home would require you to start reconstructing your feeling of home and belonging, even if you had already got friends and own family inside the world. A terrific way to gain your bearings and develop a feel of spiritual connection with your new community is to make an effort to get concerned together with your new friends. Volunteering for your adopted network, for instance, may be an ideal way to help you adjust for your new environment. Not most effective will you meet new human beings. However, you may revel in the spiritual success that most effective helping others can provide. The paranormal and joy isn't something that can best experienced by mystics. It's to be had for anyone to have, if we are open to it. When we are open to acquire the mystical and to step into the union with truth, we grow to be unburdened with the pressures of the external world. We will move inward and say, I'm ready to know you. I'm geared up to take you into myself. I'm prepared to emerge as you. In a sense, self-surrender is offering ourselves to the mystical. One of the most tough aspects of transferring is the chaos so often concerned in the transition. The simple logistics of packing up one home and setting up another may be physically and mentally overwhelming. During this way, it can be very clean to overlook about your self-care. So, to live spiritually healthful, it's vital to prioritize your physically and mental health as nicely. This must encompass ingesting healthy and getting enough sleep at night. Further, making time for rest, whether it's a nightly bubble bath or a weekly night out with your family, can be exactly what you need to hold yourself healthy in mind, frame, and spirit. But practicing self-care during a traumatic flow or some method spotting when you are suffering. For example, relatively annoying events can lead to massive tension. Even tough, it's not continually easy to understand the signs. We are tons more used to giving ourselves a hard time than as opposed to being our biggest leader and paying gratitude for ourselves. We know how right it feels to thank a person else, and whilst the person thanks us for something we did or said. But we regularly do not take time to definitely sink into gratitude for anything we've got performed. Take some time each day, whether that be when you first stand up within the morning. During that point, pay attention for yourself for one factor. Perhaps you love to help others, took a walk or exercise, have an interest you enjoy, or maybe you made a meal for someone. You can even give yourself thanks for getting into the shower that day. You care sufficient in your body to do that. Whilst we move to gratitude, it tells us there is something in lives to be grateful for, as opposed to focusing on the poor things we typically say about ourselves. In case it's stimulated, try this a few times an afternoon. On doing so, you will observe a massive shift in strength and a bit lifting within the self-judgment. You may begin to realize all the stunning factors and qualities about yourself that you have to be grateful for. Although announcing goodbye to all the acquainted faces and places is a painful part of the method, locating the energy to permit move additionally means making room in your existence for new advantages, new comforts, and the new opportunities. That is as actual of your physical space as there is of your spiritual and emotional area. Your new home, as an instance, isn't just a house. It's actually a risk for a sparkling new star, and meaning you've got the correct opportunity to create an environment that supports your spiritual well-being. Whilst you are inside the process of transitioning in your new home, try to attention on bringing these soothing elements into your area first. You may even choose to begin putting in your house by first creating your own little meditation space, a small room, when you are retreat to when things start to get overwhelming. Above all, remember that one of the best things you could do on your spiritual health for the duration of stressful instances is to truly get outside. When you have the outdoor space, then there isn't a higher way to cope with the pressure of a circulate than to plant a lawn. Working the soil and tending for your plants is the ideal way to practice mindfulness. Connecting with nature lets you recharge an exhausted spirit, returning you to the supply of life and health and serenity